Yo, chat, is this on? Is this on? All right. Okay. Hey, chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Is live stream going? Is it live stream going? All right. Yo, what's good, y'all? Yo, what's good, y'all? Today, it is now Saturday, September 13th, which means that we are back in another live stream. And this time, this is the FSCW Squid Game Marble Race. So basically, what are we going to do is that we have 16 competitors, which some of them are new to this race, and some of them are somehow the ones that are in the previous race. So we're gonna be starting off with something that I should be doing. So the Squid Game Marble Race. So the marbles. So the marbles are the contestants right there. So we have JorgeStatistics, Super Windows 78, Ronaldo, IceyAqua, Liliana, RS, DanTDM, Dude Perfect, Seni FC, ShadowDaDEV, IShowSpeed, YTAB YouTube, Tera, Statsable, which of course the most subscribed on the FSCW, and lastly N4FTG. So these are the competitors. So these competitors are now hungry for this prize, so we're gonna try our best to do this, and we're gonna be willing on who is taking that prize. Without further talking, we're gonna start now. So we're gonna start. So I'm gonna be preparing this race. All right. Our first game of this live stream is roulette. Each marble needs to avoid being in this path, and if you pick this path, you're eliminated. So this split will so this one will split the pack in half. So half of the marbles will be eliminated once once this game is over. So we're gonna be so wish the best of luck of who's gonna be winning this race. So pick your teams and no switching because this race is gonna be amazing. So here we go. Race begins right now. And we're off with 160 marbles. 10 of them are in each team's. Right, and IceyAqua is leading the pack. And looks like who's this? Looks like it's IShowSpeed who's gonna take the lead. IShowSpeed is gonna take the lead. Oops. And JorgeStatistics, no, IShowSpeed is still gonna take the lead. Nope, JorgeStatistics. Oh, and IShowSpeed just took it back. So, and IShowSpeed is gonna go around and around, and IShowSpeed followed by Dude Perfect, I believe, slightly. So IShowSpeed is ahead of everyone else, followed by who I believe it would be DanTDM. And Naya, who is a popular figure in the stats community, is now rivaling against IShowSpeed. And we're going to be taking a look on who is going to be eliminated. So we're going to be doing this as well. So far, no elimination just yet, but that changes as Naya picks the path that leads to elimination, followed by who I believe to be it's Seni FC or Dude Perfect or DanTDM. I believe it's Dude Perfect, I believe slightly. Alright, it's Statsable, who is one of the most popular figures in the stats community, is now still good in this consistency. And so far, who's at the very back of this race? I believe that it was actually one of the JorgeStatistics marbles. I believe it's one of the JorgeStatistics marbles. And and the last Ronaldo marble struggling up there. The last Ronaldo marble struggling up there. And guys, remember, if you DNF, then there is no chance of coming back. You're gonna lose. And remember, you are also eliminated if you DNF or fall or veered off the track. So and Ronaldo and JorgeStatistics picks the fast lane, and Ronaldo is now the only one in last. So can Ronaldo try to get out of this? And JorgeStatistics picks the path that leads to elimination, while Ronaldo is safe, I believe. and Ronaldo will be safe. And Ronaldo will be safe. So and Ronaldo will be safe. And I believe that this is, yep, this is everyone. This is everyone. This is everyone else. So we're gonna. So race is finished, and we're gonna see who lost the most. What just happened? What just happened? You know what? Forget about it. We're aborting this race because the computer just did something bad. Aborting this race because race abort because my computer decided to do this. Race abort. Race abort because my laptop decided to do this. We're restarting this race because my laptop decided to do this. You know what? Hold on. There we go. Sorry about this, guys, cause the laptop decided to do this, and I am completely upset about this. Anyways, race is restarting. Here we go. Anyways, race is restarting. Here we go. So, and leading the pack is Super Windows 78, followed by Ronaldo. And JorgeStatistics would take the lead, followed by who I believe it is Liliana. JorgeStatistics still leading the pack, but it gets taken by who I believe it is Seni FC, another veteran who is in our previous marble race, which is the FSCW Marble Race tournament. And seeing right there is Liliana. Well, no, it's Seni FC who's going to be taking the lead. And Liliana, who is going to be leading the pack. And Liliana, who I believe is going to be leading the pack, followed by DanTDM. Followed by DanTDM. And Seni will be taking second place. And is he going to try rivaling? Well, almost, but can he try to? But remember, path leads to elimination, so who's going to be the first one out? So far, no elimination just yet, and Liliana is the first one to be in the elimination zone, followed by Seni FC. And there's Statsable. And we're getting so many marbles that are going to be moving on, and while the other half is eliminated. So and I believe that Ronaldo and Ronaldo is now far behind against everyone else. But can he try to come back? Can he try coming back? And Seni FC will be eliminated at the left side, while Ronaldo will be safe. And take two, we're gonna. I'm gonna try my best to recount all of this again, but hopefully my laptop will not do that again. I promise. After calculate after calculating, then I've officially made it clear that this is the result after roulette. So Tera is now ahead of everybody with just 9 marbles, while Statsable is now down to just 2. Last time he had 10 at the start of this video, at the start of this live stream, and now he is down to just 2 marbles. A very big upset for and very a very big upset for the very for the most subscribed channel in FSCW. A very big upset for the most subscribed channel in FSCW. All right. Our next game is red light, green light, marbles. So the contestant, so the contestants must avoid the third lane, and the third lane might lead straight to the this might lead straight to the split part where it leads straight where this path leads to elimination. So if you pick this side, you're eliminated. All right. All right, so here it is. So pick the third lane and pick the third lane in the second side and you're eliminated. So here we go. Race is on. Like I gotta feel bad for Statsable though because he lost almost the entirety of his team. So can he try to take advantage of it, or is he still going to lose more of his team? So like I gotta feel bad for him because he just lost. He just completely lost almost the entirety of his team, and Naya is gonna be taking the lead, followed by Ronaldo, and I believe it to be it's Liliana. And so far, Ronaldo is still cementing his place, and IceyAqua is gonna be following closely behind, and Tera would get that first place, and it was taken away by ShadowDaDEV, and Super Windows 78 is gonna be taking the lead, and Tera is taking the lead back. He's taking that second. I mean, Ronaldo takes that first place. That was my mistake. So, and Tera picks the third lane, but is he gonna pick the left lane or the right lane? He's gonna pick the he's gonna pick the left lane, while the other Terra Marble gets beaten by the right lane, and he is eliminated. So, and we're gonna be seeing who is gonna be the next one eliminated. And so far, the last Statsable Marble picked the second lane in this path, which of course he is still safe. Better than way better than this lane. And are there any marbles that are coming to finish? Or ShadowDaDEV? ShadowDaDEV might be the last one to finish. Is he gonna pick the other two lanes or the third lane, which can lead to the eliminations at the right? All right. Looks like ShadowDaDEV might take a sweet time on this. So ShadowDaDEV might take a sweet time on this one. So ShadowDaDEV might take a sweet time on this one. So these marbles are going to be competing for $32 million. So and ShadowDaDEV finally finishes and was able to finish and who was able to move on. And all right, I believe that this is the results after the second game. So Tera is still ahead alongside Ronaldo with just 7 marbles, while Statsable to, is still in dead last. While Statsable is still on the verge of elimination with just only 2 marbles, but he was able to hold on to it for as long as he can. To hold on to it for as long as he can. All right, our next game is Mingle. So the players must avoid the room number I call. So, example, if I call room number one, if I call rule, if I call room number one, then players must avoid going into that room. And if they go into room number one on what I just called, then the player on that room will be eliminated. So player, so room one will be eliminated if I say one. So yeah. And just like in the previous Squid Game Marble Race, we will not we will not be stopping and we will not be showing the results until we finish round three of Mingle. So yeah. All right, the race is starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The unlucky room number for round number 1 is room number 3. So you must avoid going to room number 3 if you want to move on. And also, you're gonna be eliminated if you DNF. If you DNF.
What DNF po yan?
So you must avoid going to room number 3 or else you will be eliminated. And you will also be eliminated if you DNF. And I believe it might be, of course, RS followed by N4FTG. Is RS followed by N4FTG, and the second place is gonna be taken by Seni FC, or I mean the first place, and he's now in first place. So yeah. And all right, and Seni FC is gonna be safe by picking room number 1, and I believe this might be IShowSpeed, and he's eliminated as he picked room number 3, followed by JorgeStatistics and N4FTG. ShadowDaDEV will also join them, as well as Statsable. Only one Statsable marble is left. However, if we have one, however, if the first team gets eliminated, then they're gonna have a chance to. Then there is a possible chance that we can do the next game of infiltration, where they will be the guards for this live stream. And all right, race finish. All right, race is starting in 3, 2, 1. The unlucky room number for round number 2 is room number 5. So avoid going to room number 5 if you want to move on. So yeah. So, and Super Windows 78 might be taking the lead, followed by IShowSpeed. Super Windows 78 is keeping his consistency alongside Ronaldo. And I believe Tera is taking first, but no, it's going to be taken by who I believe to be its RS. And it's going to be taken once again by Tera. And RS is going to take that lead back, followed by Super Windows 78. And you can see that Super Windows 78 is keeping its consistency altogether. And RS. And Naya is going to take that fast lane, and she's now in first. She's now in first, followed by DanTDM, I believe. It's followed by RS. And no, it's going to be Tera, and it's going to be taken by DanTDM, supposedly. So, and we're going to be looking who is picking room number 5. So this is room number 5. So far, no elimination just yet, but IshowSpeed picked the room number 5, and he's now eliminated. And he's now another marble in his team is now eliminated. And somehow Statsable somehow veered off the track, but he is still safe. But he's still safe. JorgeStatistics, IShowSpeed. JorgeStatistics. You have JorgeStatistics. Yeah. And nope. Wait, I think that's N4FDG. That's N4FDG is in last place. Are there any marbles still in last? No. I think that's everyone else. I believe. And round 2 is complete. All right, here it is. We're about to see some eliminations as we have only a few teams that have only one marble left. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. And the unlucky room number for round number 3 is room number 2. Room number 2. Stay away from room number 2 if you want to move to the next game. Stay away from room number 2 if you want to move to the next game. So stay away from room number 2 if you want to move to the next game. All right. And I believe that this is IceyAqua. Yeah, yes, that's him. It is gonna be taken away by RS, I believe. And second place, tailing behind him is Naya. And Ronaldo is gonna be following closely behind, followed by IceyAqua, and IceyAqua takes that second place. And RS takes it back. And it and I believe this is Ronaldo, I guess. So stay away from room number 2 if you want to move on. All right. So far, no elimination just yet. So, right. So far, no elimination, but Ronaldo picks room number 2 and he is eliminated. And the other Ronaldo marble is also eliminated. And Statsable is now going to be coming in. All of them safe. And where ShadowDaDEV is now.
Do you want to have this dog? German.
Alright.
It's a very big dog.
Heck yeah.
What?
Heck yeah.
But this one you can put in the fridge.
I don't
This
care.
one being dog.
I don't care. It looks cute.
And
This one being dog.
he's
I know.
and
He will
he's
follow you wherever you go, including bathroom.
I know.
all right.
I know
He's
that
safe.
quite well.
And all right, here are the final results after Mingle. So yeah, and it looks like we see that 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 multiple teams are about to be eliminated as they have only one marble left, including the most subscribed FSCW channel, Statsable. So our next game is gonna be ready for setup. All right, so our next game is infiltration. So the marbles will be facing the guards. So the guards are the soccer ball marbles. So the marbles must avoid getting the marbles must make it into the finish line before the first guard marble passes the finish. And if the first guard marble passes the finish, everyone in front of him is eliminated. So we're gonna be waiting. All right, and and we are off rolling. So the marbles began forming alliances, and they're now trying their best to run away and protect themselves from the organizers. But however, just like in the previous Squid Game Marble Race, it is not going to come easy from there, as I heard that the soldiers are about to plan their own attack. And I believe that they're going to be releasing 5 seconds. And it doesn't matter because it certainly helps because while you're in the lead, because once these guards have been released, which I'm starting to hear them now, or the closer you are to the front, the higher the stakes of moving on. And it looks like the marbles have already caught up to IShowSpeed and YTAB YouTube's tail. And they're now in this section. These guys move quicker than lightning, I tell ya. Like, is anyone gonna survive? And we have, I believe it is DanTDM, who's now in front of everyone. Who's now in front of everyone else, and is now being taken by Super Windows 78. Taken by Super Windows 78. These guys are literally running away from these guards. And here are the guard marbles now just making their way straight through. And I believe that they're now heading straight towards. And I believe that they're now. And these guards are moving so fast. And we have our first guard marble is now making the way to the finish. So we're gonna be the first one. It's gonna be Naya. It's gonna be the first one. It's gonna be Naya. He guaranteed a spot as it makes it. He's the control room. Who's gonna be the second one? It's gonna be Super Windows 78 and N4FTG, Seni, DanTDM. All right, so far. Oh my god, and we have Tera, 2 Tera marbles, and Ronaldo. ShadowDaDEV is safe. ShadowDaDEV is safe, and IShowSpeed is here. And IShowSpeed is here. Can we? Is here. Can we get a 5th marble? So close, and no, we so close, and the Super Windows 78 marble manages to survive while YTAB YouTube isn't lucky enough, so he will be eliminated. All right. Gosh, no. Why would the laptop do this again? That's it. I'm gonna abort this race again. Aborting this race because the laptop did this again. Like if the laptop keeps doing this again, we're gonna have to end this stream early because of this. Unfortunately, we had to abort this race because the laptop decided it was a good idea to do this again. So I'm gonna have to. So if we, so if the laptop did this again, then we're gonna have to end this stream early because of this, and we're not gonna be revealing on who is gonna be the winner. But if the laptop decided to do this again, we're gonna have to spin. And we're gonna have to go to Wheel of Names, and we're gonna have to spin who is the winner for the FSCW Squid Game Marble Race. So we're gonna be waiting. All right. And let's go. Just like in the previous Squid Game Marble Race, the marbles began forming alliances and they're now trying their best to run away and protect themselves from the organizers. But however, just like in the previous Squid Game Marble Race, it is not gonna come easy from there, as I heard that the soldiers are about to plan their own attack. So, and I believe that they're gonna be releasing 5 seconds. It doesn't matter whether you're first or second, don't as long as you are not in last place, because once these guards have been released, which I'm starting to hear them now, the closer you are to the front, the higher the stakes, you're moving on. And here comes the guard marbles, now just pouncing their way down. It looks like to they're already close to the marbles the at this pack. It looks like they're now all the way, and now the guards are now pouncing their way down. And then we have who I believe that and we have who I believe that this might be Liliana is in first place. But can she try to hold on despite having one marble left? It's so close, and yes, she will take first place, followed by I believe this is RS. Tera comes in, IshowSpeed, ShadowDaDEV, Super Windows 78, and Seni FC. And get a fifth marble, and no we are not, and no we
Fold this, I will sleep.
okay, we get a fifth marble, and no we are not, as
Is this
the
yours,
first.
Kuya, or Daddy?
Hold on. I'm sorry about that. It's just some personal stuff that's going on. All right. And here are the final results. And here are the final results. And wow, so many marbles and so many teams have been eliminated in this one. So many have been absolutely destroyed by the guards. So many have been completely destroyed by the guards. Wow, this is crazy. And now we're gonna be moving to our last game of Squid Game Marble Race, and will be that will be the special game. So all right, we're now in the final game. So who's gonna be taking it? In three, two, one, and here we go. So we have only so we have so 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 we have only we're so only 4 spots will be taken, and while the other three while the other three teams will be eliminated. The special game. This is the special game. And I believe that this is RS, I believe. ShadowDaDEV is following closely behind Seni FC and Tera. And I believe that RS is still a good standing. ShadowDaDEV is following closely behind. And RS will be taking first. And Seni FC is following. And Seni is following, and there might be a possible chance that and ShadowDaDEV is struggling right there, and the more time he wastes, the more competitors will come in. So far, there is no sign of competitors just yet. Well, all he has to do is complete this, and we'll be safe. And ShadowDaDEV will be safe. Will be safe while IShowSpeed, Liliana, and Super Windows 78 will be eliminated. So far, here is the final standings. We have only 2 rounds left, and we're gonna be deciding on who is the winner. And we're gonna be preparing. Right, only 4 marbles left, but there can only be 2 spots left. So here we go. And we're off. And Tera and Seni are battling. And Seni FC will be taking this one, and it's gonna be taken by RS. Taken by RS. And Seni FC and then Tera, and then ShadowDaDEV. And RS is still in a good standing. And he's now far ahead of everyone else. He's now far ahead of everyone else. And RS is still far ahead of everyone else, and Seni FC is still in a good standing, and ShadowDaDEV is now struggling behind him. And is struggling behind. And Seni will. Like, is there any way that ShadowDaDEV will come back? And this. And Ars is struggling up there. But Seni FC takes it, and Seni FC is now in the lead. And Ars manages to come out of it. And Tera comes out of nowhere, and he is trying his best to cement his place, but it's not enough. And Ars is taking that first spot. Who's gonna be the last one? It's gonna be Seni, and that. It's gonna be Seni and both ShadowDaDEV and Tera are now eliminated. Right. All right. And this is it. This is now a sudden death matchup. So, RS and Seni. Who's gonna take it? And here it is. The final race. Who's gonna take it? Is it gonna be RS or Seni? Let's see. And here we are. RS is now still in the RS is now in the lead, and Seni is struggling. But can he try coming back? It's RS is struggling on there, but luckily he's able to come out of it. So can Seni try catching up? He's trying to, and is he gonna cement his place? And he's still struggling, and RS and Seni are now in a close 1v1 race for $32 million. And RS is now struggling up there, and Seni is now a fish. And there is a most likely chance that Seni is gonna be the winner. There's a chance that Seni might be the winner of this marble race. Well, Ars is struggling, and well, luckily he was able to come out of it. And Ars is struggling up there, and the more time he wastes, the farther he gets from Seni FC. Like, the more time he wastes, the farther he gets, so he needs to catch up as fast as he can. Well, but luckily for him, Seni FC picked the struggle lane. But can RS try coming back? It looks like he seems, and yes, he does. And RS now takes the lead. And there is a possible chance that RS might become the winner. Oh, is Seni gonna come back? Yes, he does. And RS is now the only one struggling, but Seni FC is now struggling in that one, and RS might have a possible chance of catching up. Can he do it? So close, and yes, he does. And Seni FC is gonna have to try his best, which he's trying to, and he's gonna try his best to catch up to RS, but it's already too late. So close, and RS is the winner of this Squid Game Marble Race. Congrats to RS for being the winner. Congrats to RS. A huge congratulations to RS. a huge congratulations to RS for being the winner. And overall, Seni FC is officially the overall Seni RS is the winner of this Squid Game Marble Race. So congrats to RS and this and this is it. So RS, if you're watching this, I'm gonna shout you out on the community post for winning the Squid Game Marble Race. So I'm gonna go to YouTube and RS. There it is. RS, I shouted you out on the community post. So if you're watching this, congratulations, you officially won this race. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon for another race, and I'll promise that I will be giving you some more fire content and live streams. Thank you all so much and have a very blessed day. Thank you all so much. Now I'm gonna have fun and thank you all so much, guys. See you in the next live stream. Pow!
Thank you. はい、ということで抜け駆け先駆け的にお届けしました Live Tune featuring 初音ミク Tell Your World でした。